A lot of people don't know when to use a cold balm or when to use a hot balm when an injury occurs. I know I have done a video like this before, but then I did not really explain it the way I want to explain it now. It is not every time you have an injury you bring out any balm, any cream you want to bring and begin to massage and rub the place very well. Now, every injury is unique. There's what we call acute injury, subacute injury, and chronic injury. When an injury occurs immediately, it is in its acute phase. Researchers call it acute phase, clinicians as well. So after the acute phase, there's what we call subacute phase and then chronic phase. Or some researchers have classified these phases as just acute phase and chronic phase, even though some have added subacute phase. Then in a layman language, the acute phase of an injury is that period following the incidence of the injury. That time that thing happened, just a few from that time to a few days after that time is the acute phase. And most of the times when an injury is fresh, there are inflammatory changes in that particular place, signs of inflammation that takes place that time. And if you notice very well, you see that when there's a fresh injury, there's always sometimes most of the times you see swelling. So that is one of the signs of inflammation. And that particular time an injury is fresh, if you apply anything hot in that place, you will be increasing the inflammation and causing more swelling, causing more damage to the tissues. What should you do? You apply a cold balm instead. If you are using balm, though I taught you here that at least you do cold compress, you apply ice first to be able to slow down the inflammatory changes. If you must use balm, don't use a hot balm during an acute phase. Use a cold balm instead. Then after some weeks, some researchers will say after 6 weeks, some say after 4 weeks, but then during this time those inflammatory changes must have resolved. So the injury is no longer fresh. Then you can now begin to use hot balm if you wish. So it is a common practice that whenever there's an injury, our people begin to use abonike. Abonike is very hot, and then by the time they begin to rub abonike, before they call you, you get there, you discover that there are a lot of swelling, a lot of things have taken place because of lack of knowledge in this thing. Now, share this video to others so that they can benefit. Share this video to other people so that they can benefit, because people have injuries here and there almost on a daily basis. Sometimes you will hit your toe somewhere, or sometimes you go and play football, you have ankle sprain, you have a strain, you have one form of injury or the other. Don't rush and begin to use abonike or hot balm on a fresh injury. By fresh injury, I don't necessarily mean an open injury or an open wound. No, I mean an injury that just happened. Of course, you do not apply a hot balm or any of those creams I've mentioned on an open wound. I'm talking about closed wound, injuries that are not open. If it is chronic, you can apply hot. That is, taking some weeks after it has happened. But if it is acute, it's just happened, avoid using hot balm. Otherwise, you are causing more damage. Thank you for listening, and share the video so that others can learn from it. God bless you.